about 8 years ago, you posted it on your page or whatever. You saw like people rushing a stage. What happened in London? For the people that don't
Right.
know, that's
So,
new here.
so in London, it's some shit going on in London where they mad at Dipset. They think we took their money. I don't know. You know these people's names more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. They said they sent money. We stole it. Blaming everybody. Everybody in Dipset. It's we're all blamed. Zeke is over here like word. Everybody's blamed. This is a situation where Jewels went out there before me, and he got in. I don't want to say got into it. He bumped into these people who said that we stole their money for a show and didn't show up for a show. I have no idea what they're talking about or who these people are. Like, honestly, like I know you're asking me the question for the audience. You know these people's name more than I do. And Simbi telling me, nah, on some real shit, because Simbi on it, he know the people's name. I don't know these people's name. So when I got there, I'm thinking that shit is water under the bridge because I never took their money. And I didn't know what the hell was going on with Jewels, but that was like probably 4 or 5 years before I got there. But obviously it wasn't water under the bridge. And I was in London probably for about, 5 days, 6 days. But the people I'm with, they moving around good. They moving good. I'm not even thinking about them niggas that say we stole their money. I'm thinking this is years later, cool, whatever. But I'm not knocking a nigga over however much money they said they sent. I mean, you're probably never going to get over that. Somebody took your money. So I'm moving around with these people throughout London. And I'm not even paying attention. I'm like, okay, they treat nigga like president. I'm talking about if I had to go into the radio station, these niggas pulled the car up to the door. Like, when the door opened, I'm in the station. We get to the restaurant, they pulling up to the restaurant. I'm like, all right, they treat a nigga like a king out here. I like the movement out here. I'm thinking it's all good. And so, it's crazy. I'm not going to say a couple people names. So I go practice, do the shit for the show. About 2 hours before the show, I get a call from my homegirl in Long Island. And she like, yo, Cam, I talked to some people out there. They said, you better be careful going to that show tonight. And I said, what you talking about? And she said, nah, they coming to get you, bro. And I was like, you sure? I've been running around this shit all day. I got the new Diplomat apparel done come through. I was with my girl at the time. We walking around Diplomat out, taking walks in the morning. We walking around 7, 8 little jogs and shit in the park. Dolo, me and my girl at the time. And we not paying this shit no mind, like whatever. And so when she hit me with the shit, she said, so-and-so called me. I won't say who it was. I said, yo, are you positive? She said, they just told me it's 50 niggas in front of the projects getting ready to go to your show. And then it's another 50 they about to pick up. So I'm like, 100 niggas? It's 4 of us. It's like 100 on 4. I said, let me check into this. So cool. I called a promoter. It's a female promoter. Shout out to the female promoter too. Sorry it ended the way it did. But I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And to this day, I still don't know if she was down or wasn't down or whatever. So I get to the female promoter. She's throwing the shit. I said, I don't know if you heard about however many years ago, it's supposed to be some niggas who sent us some money that we supposedly took their money, which we didn't, but they've been mad at us for years. They had an altercation with Jewels and them when they was out here. And from what I'm hearing, they on the way to this show with like 100 niggas. She's like, oh yeah, don't worry about that. I said, so you know about this? She said, yeah, Ken, don't worry about it. We got your back. He said, they've been calling looking for your hotel all week. We ain't tell them that. I said, they've been looking for my hotel all week? 50 niggas? I'm out jogging in the AM. She said, yeah, but we good. I said, all right. where's the pistol? Because we in London. Part of my contract was I have to have 2 armed niggas with me 24 hours a day. So security was like her cousins or brothers. And like I said, all these people were good people. I'm not saying none of this because they was super cool. So I'm like, all right, where's the pistol? They're like, my brother, I said, tell them to come downstairs. I need to see the pistols. And they came down. They said, you good? I said, I need to see the pistols. Oh, they close by. They close by? Nah, man, what you mean they close by? Part of the deal was 24-hour pistols. Oh, this London, you know, you can't have them. Look, I ain't understanding the rules of the law and all that. Where is the pistols? So they said they have it. So then they saying that, yo, Cam, they've been looking for you all week. We're not going to let nothing happen to you. We not running if something happens. I say, okay, let me do another count. 4, and there's 3 of y'all. 7 on 100. The math still ain't mathing. I said, don't worry about it, y'all. It's all good. You know, we ain't tripping. Now, mind you, we in a hotel. We in one of them hotels where you can see everything, where you can look down and see all the rooms. So the promoters was staying in the hotel. And we in there too. So now the show, we got to leave in an hour and a half. We got to make a decision. So I called my homegirl back. She called the niggas she said, I said, is it really 50? He said, I'm being nice saying 50. I'm looking at 60. And they're going to get more. I said, he said, yes, the real 60. I said, all right. Now I'm sitting there saying to myself, damn, what we gonna do? Because we got bags and shit. It's me, my nigga Tone, shout out to my nigga Tone, Most Sticky, and my bitch at the time. That's all we had. So I'm sitting there saying, damn, how we gonna get out of here without the promoters seeing we gotta get out of here? So we had to, it was a Sprinter downstairs. I told the Sprinter I brought out a car, I said, you don't go nowhere. This whole time, B, you don't go nowhere. He's like, where we going? I said, I don't fucking know. The next town over, Dublin, some whatever the fuck is driving distance. So he stayed, and then we just kind of one at a time, because the promoters was in the hallway just talking. Because, you know, I brushed it all like, man, fuck it, we good. Promoters at the shit just chilling. So Tone take his bag down low. I take my shit down the staircase. My bitch is talking to the promoter, distracting them while we bringing shit down. Most Sticky done left his equipment at the venue and all that. He come down. And so we all in this Sprinter, because my bitch, last thing was her just to distract him. I got her shit. We got in the Sprinter, and we got out of there. We tried to make it to the airport. We couldn't make it. And we just went to, like, I don't remember the city we went to, but we went to the next joint and got on the next flight out there. But looking at the show, back to what you saying, I posted it on my page. It's on my page, like you said, like, probably like 7, 8 years ago. When niggas said Camron's not performing, these niggas rushed the stage, tried to go behind in a dressing room, everything else. And it was a one-way, and I had another homegirl who lived in London, not the girl who called and told me about this, another girl. She called me, she ain't know I wasn't there. She called me screaming, Cam, if you're in the building, get out. Get out there looking for you. The whole shit is looking for you. And I was just not in the building, just thanking God that I actually got that phone call from a homegirl from Long Island that I wasn't there. And, you know, it's just a blessing, because when I seen the video and all that shit, I'm like, oh, these niggas was coming to hurt niggas. And not only that, it was a one-way in, one-way out alley where the club was. It was a good venue. It wasn't like no bullshit, but the way it was set up, she said they had another 60 niggas outside that even if you tried to drive off, they would have cut the car off and all that. And out there in London, you got to do some extra shit for the police with the guns to come. The first police they don't care about. They'll sit there and tell you London niggas. But time we finish shooting niggas up, them cops can't do nothing because the ones with the guns ain't here. So, yeah, it's a real blessing to get out that situation. So, the video you probably talking about, Sin, is when I got back to New York and I was clowning because I was just happy to get out of the situation, because I'm like, yo, bro, I didn't take y'all niggas money. Y'all niggas was trying to hurt niggas. Not only hurt niggas, y'all niggas was trying to hurt other niggas, Jewels, for instance, whoever. And I'm pretty sure they still mad today because that shit was like 10 years after they supposedly sent the money or whatever. But yeah, that's what happened in London. I have no problem with anybody in London, no beef with anybody. To them last promoters, I have no problem with you guys at all. I'm sorry it didn't work out, but I didn't know who team you was on. But obviously, you was definitely looking out if them niggas was looking for me all week and couldn't get to me all week. But then I started thinking, like, what if they want to just make the big movie on a nigga at the show? So I couldn't trust nobody at the time.